Well, there's no predicting the behavior of wild animals, and the more we humans encroach on their territory, the more likely collisions are to occur. It happens across this country every day. Big animals like deer and moose are killed by the hundreds on our highways, and the human toll in death and injury is huge too. Now, a promising new technology being used in Ontario may help keep animals at a safe distance. Shirlee Engel has the story.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of roadblock any driver wants to encounter, but it's exactly where dozens of Canadians end up every day. All because of these creatures, docile from a distance, but when they cross paths with an oncoming vehicle, the results can be deadly. Here on one of Eastern Ontario's most dangerous stretches of two-lane highway, the provincial government is turning to technology to put the brakes on deer collisions.
As far as wildlife, it is one of our higher density wildlife collision areas. This particular section, which is centered on McDonald Road, does experience, I would say, 3 to 5 wildlife collisions a year.
Instead of regular signs, Ontario went high-tech, hiring a company called Rodelec to install a roadside warning system.
The idea being that we would install a system that would alert drivers when wildlife were potentially going to enter the traveled lanes.
3 radar towers now stand guard along a 2-kilometer stretch of highway outside of Ottawa. Their job? To detect anything over 50 pounds that doesn't move, look, or act like a car. If they find something, wireless beacons send a signal to a series of signs along the highway, activating flashing lights to warn drivers to slow down because a deer is close.
The concept of the system is that we're changing driver behavior. We're not changing the behavior of the animal.
The solar-powered pilot project cost $287,000 to build and install. The ministry has already seen slower speeds when the lights are flashing, but will continue to evaluate the system. One thing they'll watch for is false positives.
If you are installing signs, and certainly signs with flashing beacons on them, and people never see deer, then they'll start to ignore them.
But the people who have to clean up the crashes are already seeing a difference.
Definitely has an effect because our businesses went way down. We do keep track of a lot of it, but the system is working for sure.
Herb's Towing usually gets about a dozen calls for deer hits on that stretch annually. So far this year, they haven't received one. Shirlee Engel, Global News, Ottawa.